Good morning, dear hearts. We are on lesson 61. Please subscribe. We are starting new lessons. And our first lesson happens to be a favorite is I am the light of the world. Now, besides being a favorite lesson, it's also our first giant stride lesson. There are 7 of them within part 1 of the workbook. This is the first we encounter. How do I know it's a giant stride? Well, it tells me. In paragraph 3, it says, this is the beginning step in accepting your real function on earth. It is a giant stride toward taking your rightful place in salvation. Our function, our purpose here on earth is we are here for the salvation of the world. More about that later. But in order to be able to fulfill our function, first we must realize and accept that indeed we are the light of the world. I'm going to try to do something that I haven't done before, linking some of the first 50 lessons into the new lessons, okay? I have the belief that, those first 50 lessons are so important because they really were the beginning of training our untrained mind, our unsustainable mind. And I believe so many of them really are going to be a reiteration or an expansion of all of the lessons that are going to come from this point forward. So let's see how that works. So in paragraph 1, when it says, who is the light of the world except God's Son, God's child? This then is merely a statement of the truth about yourself. It's the opposite of a statement of pride, of arrogance, or self-deception. A statement, an arrogant statement would be that God has told me that I'm the light of the world and I disagree with him. That would be very arrogant. But arrogance is always of the ego. I will accept this statement that I am the light of the world. And it says it refers to you as you were created by God. Now let's go to lesson 44 for a moment. God is the light in which I see. And in that lesson it says, creation and darkness cannot coexist. So if I am the light of the world, I am part of creation. I cannot be part of darkness because I am the light of the world. And light and life must go together, as it says, being but different aspects of creation. So we are light, we are life, and we are part of creation. God has extended his mind, his light to us, and here we are. The 44 also says, in order to see, you must recognize the light is within, not without. I am the light of the world is to recognize that this light, it's not out there, it's in here. It was placed within me by Creator. And the practicing for lesson 44 was today to attempt to reach that light, to go within. The practicing for lesson 61 is to repeat as often as possible, as many times as possible. I am the light of the world. This is my only function. This is why I am here. I am here as the function of being the light because I am here for the salvation of the world. More later about that, not now. So the lesson, today's lesson wants us to think about that. Think about being the light as often as possible. Try to accept that. We've been told many, many times, and in the text, God's guiltless Son is only light. So there it is. We are part of creation. We are God's guiltless Son. We are light. I am the light of the world. This is our purpose. This is our function. We are here to be that light, to free this world from the darkness that has settled in on it. The light just shines and the darkness will disappear. And we have the right, to know who we are, to realize that we would not be given a function that God did not believe we could fulfill. Our function as the light of the world, to be here for salvation, it would be arrogant to say we cannot fulfill it when God is very sure that indeed we can. Practicing besides as often as possible, a couple of minutes here and there, throughout the day. I am the light of the world. This is my only function. That's why I am here. And of course, in the morning and in the evening before we go to sleep. And to review and to reaffirm, it says that your function and your only purpose here is to be the light of the world. We are the bringers of salvation. We are here because we can heal and we can save because we are the light of the world. And God has built his plan of salvation upon us because he knows it will succeed. So, child of light, know who you are. Do not deny that. You are the light. You can be the light. You can bring the light. You can shine the light. And you can extend the light. And that is what we will try to do today. I am the light of the world. Tell yourself that as often as possible. So that's it. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please let me know if you like this blending of old lessons to new. I want to hear the comments. Please pray for the recognition of your light to shine forth onto everyone and everything, because that is why we are here. Namaste.